What's going on? I'm fixing to put some liners on these boots. We're going to be working on some boots here in a minute, so I'm just putting my apron, like my kid says, my napron. Putting my napron back on. We're going to got some boot tops cut out and skived and ready. We got to put them together and see how far we can get. Fixing to cut the liners for the tops. So this is what we got so far for the uppers. So, but we got to get the liners before we can finish stitching those. So I'm going to move y'all back here for a little bit. So the last we're working on here. Just a quick thing. YouTube demonetized my channel for whatever reason because they couldn't verify my address, but my address is the same one for the past 2 years almost. So I don't know what's going on there, but if you can hear me, let me know. Please and thank you. All right, let me get some of this junk out of here. What is that? She should 12. What's going on? Thank you for the likes. Another last that I'm finishing up for a customer. This time of the year is just so crazy for us. I'm running around 50 different directions trying to get stuff done. Hopefully to get it done by a certain time frame, and it's wild. Well, hate to hear it for you. You should be depressed. Why are you? Smile. Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. We got 33 people watching. Thank you so much for being on here. What's up? Careless Love. Is that Love XOXO? My job is a bootmaker. We make boots, custom boots. I'm fixing to cut some patterns out of this stuff. Where are you from? I was raised in Mexico, but I live in Georgia now. Sorry to hear that, Janik. It's always rough. Sending prayers your way for you and your friend. Cheer up. Cheer up. It'll be all. I'm sorry, but I'm too bland. I've been around death a lot. Hi. Careless Love. I am the only one here. Link Willoughby. Hello. Mr. Thugger, show me your favorite boot customized. I don't have it in here. I'll do it quickly because I really got to get to work on these boots. But so I'll walk around. I got a couple there. Getting all our last here. Alligator hide. I've got a couple here that I made This one actually went to boot competition in Texas a year ago, and it won that award right there. That's when they put us in a magazine. I think it's backwards. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know how to fix that. Nope, wrong one. No, I was raised in Jalisco. I don't know how to get it to not mirror me. Huh. Holly, hey, are you the same Holly from TikTok? Well, this one they put us in a magazine, and that's when we open up our store just down the road. Duh. Well, nice. I don't know whose names. I got a student in the shop. Holly knows because I think I put her on TikTok, but he's been working on those boots right there. So we should have these finished up, Lord willing, tomorrow or the next day. I did not. I wanted to so bad, but I didn't. All right, guys. Well, I got to get Carol is love. Thank you, Mr. Thugger. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, he's not bad, Holly. Especially for him. This has been his first pair of boots. He's had previous experience, which helped him out a lot. But all right. This should be get a lot of our. All right. Gotta get these rulers. I'm so bad about leaving crap everywhere. So, half my tools are missing over there on the bench somewhere, but these are just leather, vintage boot making, shoe making tools. This tool is from like the 1800s. The company that made this tool went out of business in 1903. Went out of business in 1903. They've been in business since like the early 1800s. Most of the tools I use are vintage for that reason. Because they just don't make tools like they used to. I'm looking for, I guess, top pattern. There it is. Mr. Thugger, if you look on my page, there's quite a few videos. We also do a lot of repairs as well. Depending on how things go, I may cut out the repairs altogether unless it's like part of our boots or something like that, but it just depends. Alright, so I'm fixing to cut out some of this. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over just so I can trace it. What's your name? Manny. Carola's love, Manny. Holly, I'm working on these boots right here, but I've got to do my best to get them finished up this week. So, but I got to cut the liners out. and so that I can get them finished up. What the heck is a Yankee screwdriver? I don't know what that is. One. I'm sure somewhere. Don't know where, but it's somewhere, I guess. Hey, somebody told me there was an application that would read the comments out for you. Hey, thank you so much for the gifts. Carry. What's going on? Audio is good. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it too good? I can't breathe. Careless love. My name is Manny. Hey, yeah, YouTube demonetized me because they couldn't verify my address, even though it's been the same address for the last 3 years. So I did link up my Cash App and Venmo down below if anybody wanted to, but I'm not asking for it. So, but I know some people will ask how they can support our channel and stuff like that. So my name is Manny. Holly, I hope that's a good thing, that audio is good. Or audio as in you can hear me not being able to breathe out here. I've been whacked in the nose so many times by horses that I cannot breathe. All right. Well, that's good because I've got a fan running over there, so man. All right. Yeah, I got to get these boots done this week, man. I got to do my best. I don't like being in a rush like this, but you know, when customers need something by a certain time, I try to do what I can for them. He's going to a wedding, so told him I'd see what I could do. Not quite. I try. Sometimes it's hard, but I try to. Because if I don't engage with the comments or something like that, people are just gonna leave. And I know how it feels like, you know, you get on live sometime and you want somebody to interact with you. I mean, you're spending time there, so I get it. So just don't feel bad if I don't look up as often. Somebody was telling me about an app that could read the comments out to you. Lebanese. No, I'm Mexican. Je suis mexicain. Je suis mexicain, je parle petit français, je parle l'espagnol. Lebanese. I'm not Lebanese. And I still got to skywall these pieces. All right, I'm back. You know, people have told me that before, King Carl. They said back when I was in school, I used to slick my hair back, straight back. So people thought I was Italian, because I would slick it back, straight back, and then I'd wear a leather jacket, so I looked like Italian. One of my teachers thought I was Italian. So, but no, I'm Mexican. Good evening, Winter Joe. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I've got not TikTok. YouTube decided to demonetize me for now, so. Careless love. It's just an energy drink. Most of the time I drink. You know, it's funny. King Carl says that, but I drink Turkish coffee. Turkish coffee. Mr. Thugger, yes. Most of the time I do. Every now and then I'll have some help in here, but yeah, for the most part I do work alone. Again, guys, if you decide you guys want to support the channel, YouTube has demonetized my channel for the time being because they couldn't verify my address, which I've been here for. You know, I noticed they demonetize me usually when one of my videos starts going viral for whatever reason. I don't know if that's a safety feature thing or what. The move of Pablo. I guess not. I don't know much of what you're, don't know what that is. I guess I would have seen it. Drew Studio, do you ever feel burnout? Yes. I feel burnt out usually when, like especially this time of the year, it's not really burnout, it's just stressful. I went through a burnout phase where, you know, I thought I was done with this. I needed to do something different. But which I've done at multiple aspects of my life. But it just turns out I was just mismanaging some things. I took too many, I don't know how to word it, too many projects at once, I guess. Raya, I do remember you, Raya. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you. Careless love. What's my age? How old do I look? How old do I look? Don't do me dirty now. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of get this done, so don't excuse if I don't look up as often. I'm trying to get as much as I can done. They're not going to be done today, but at least I want to have the tops finished, and so that I can get this done. All right. You look mid. Fair enough. I'm 30. I'm 32. Mr. Thugger. Yeah, that's 32. Shoot, Holly, I didn't even realize I was singing. I'm over here singing with that. Maybe somebody, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be out there trying to sing, huh? I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. Oldest leather product. I just stopped using it, and I made it 7 years ago. Actually, no, it's my belt. My belt. I made my belt. It's one of the first tool belts I ever made. It's not the pretty. I mean, this doesn't look that bad, but it's not the stuff that I'd make today. That's with me not even trying. Imagine if I was putting a little bit of effort in there, man. I gotta be careful, I might get invited to be singing on America's Got Talent, you know what I'm saying? At least I don't have to worry about saying stuff on here and getting banned. Like TikTok, man, they'll put you down like nothing, boy. What's going on, Ashley? I'm doing well, and yourself? Thank you for subscribing, Careless Love. And then Winter Joel said he's been helping another small business with their website. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. I like hearing stuff like that. I think Winter Jolt, if I'm not mistaken, are you the one that makes the hats, or did you do leather goods as well? Thank you for subscribing. Good to hear, Ashley. Thank you for visiting my live. Thank you. And what's the most complicated thing to craft boots? By far, Drew Studio, by far, is boots. Every day. Raya, I haven't really, it's been a minute since I've gotten on live on here, honestly, so you haven't really missed much. I do spend some time on TikTok in the morning, so maybe that's where I'm at. And to be honest with you, I've been so busy at the shop lately that I just haven't had time to get on. I've got a student right now that's learning how to make boots. I've got another guy that's working for me back there doing repairs, so it's kind of hard for me to be all over the place. So yeah, I need to do better. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. This is just cowhide lining leather. Lining. I can't even breathe. Man. You hear that? I need to start wearing my nose strips every day. I wear my nose strips to bed so I can breathe at night, but I grew up riding horse for a living, and I had some horses whack me in the nose a few times, so. Raya, it's the same thing. Manny the Bootmaker. Manny the Bootmaker. Holly in here. I don't know if she's still in here or not, but she's always on there. She is a great supporter. The thing I like about yeah, you too. You are a great supporter as well. All right, so now I got to skive all these pieces, and then I got to glue the liners on here, or the lining pieces, and then we can stitch them in and move on. I'm gonna put you right here. Don't get too excited. Move some stuff out the way. There's junk everywhere still. Just have to do this for a second here on this bench. One day I'll have this shop organized the way I want it. One day. One day. You know, I've had a few people on here reach out about having some boots repaired, so I appreciate the support. And if you're one of those that has shipped something in, thank you. Oh, he's over there sleeping, being lazy. Look. Lazy thing. He is, he's sorry is what he is. Holly. Holly is jolly. Did you change your name? I swear it said something different. Oh, did you see him sleeping out there? Man, he is a sorry little thing. He's a good dog. To be YouTuber. Who, me? Yeah. Well, it's that time of the... I don't have to ride those horses this week, so I'm out here hustling. I was at the shop the other day till about 8, 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah, it's that time of the year for us. Or for me, anyway. Where I'm at the shop late. Well, thank you. Thank you, Careless Love. Very nice of you. I obsess over everything, honestly. Too much. I've actually had to teach myself to not be so obsessive because then I'd never get anything done. I'm borderline perfectionist. You can't see through the comments, Holly. My goodness. I'm just carving the bottom. Normally I have a machine that'll do this, but right now I'm trying to get this done quick. And I think that machine, I have to adjust it slightly, so this is the way we're doing it today. All I'm doing is skiving it. Joshua Ricks, what's going on? I thought that was my brother-in-law. It is, shoot, I don't have my watch. It's like 4 o'clock, between 4 and 5, I guess, I'd say. I don't know. Holly's down there. She'll tell me what time it is. We're on the same time schedule. I don't know that. It's nothing. Oh, you missed Holly telling me to angle the camera down because she wanted to see more. Oh, we got one more panel. It's 5 o'clock. My goodness. I'm trying to have my tops put together by 6 o'clock. Can we do it? Thank you, Holly. Do you think leather goods should evolve with technology or resist it? A lot of it just depends. I mean, bootmaking has evolved throughout the years with technology. A lot of companies have machines that'll last the boots, do the stitching on the boots. But then you have people like me who still makes boots the way boots were made in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and so forth. There's a handful of people like that today. Personally, I believe the quality of the handmade boot, like true handmade boot, is better. To Raya. Yeah, Raya, I remember you telling me you were young, so I'm not even going to ask you where you live or nothing like that. I think you're like in elementary school, if I remember right, so don't be posting where you live. Sadly, grandfather. I'm sorry to hear that, Careless Love. Bet that was hard. I loved my grandparents, but they have sadly passed away too. I don't think they've passed away. I look at it, they've moved on to the better life. To their next life, anyway. Yeah, Raya, so don't be posting where you live, Raya. You want me to cheer you up, Careless Love? I don't know what I'm horrible at cheering people up. But you have to, I don't know if you're religious or not, but you have to understand that usually when somebody's like that, it's not a goodbye. It's a see you later kind of deal. That's the way I look at it. That may not cheer you up, but it might be worth a try. I have couples therapy. Let's see. Couples therapy? What you got going on? I thought you were single, Holly. My home country. I was raised. My home country. If I'm being honest with you, it's America, United States of America. But I was raised in Mexico. Couples therapy. How does that even work? All right, I'm going to go ahead and let me do this real quick. Man, I tell you what, man, I don't know if, where is that thing? I try to put all my patterns back up, but sometimes they end up missing. 2 decades in, oh my goodness. Well, good for you. I'm hoping it's going well for you. Drew Studio. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I mean, I would say organization, but I mean, look at my shop. I mean, I got so much crap going on that I would love nothing more than my shop to be tidy, but I get pulled around in so many different directions. I don't know what's going on. But I don't know. A lot of it, it's really hard to answer. For me, I guess it's not even something I can teach. You have to come to my shop, or you have to come knowing and willing to understand and put forth the effort to learn. A lot of people come in here sometimes, they say they want to do something and they end up not doing anything. That's the problem. Alright, I'm looking for a specific pattern here. Careless Love, Ronaldo or Messi. I used to be Messi. I used to be hardcore Messi fan, but nowadays I think I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo kind of guy. And I think it's more based on morals more than anything. But don't get me wrong either. I mean, I think Messi's a good soccer player too. He's one of the best. They both are. And bye. All right, Raya. Bye. Orb. I did not. First contact. Huh. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about it. I'm too busy working. I ain't got time for none of that mess. I guess I'll hear about it later. What's going on? I'd love to, but you know what? I got to finish these boots by this weekend. I don't have time for that at the moment, unfortunately. What's on? Holly, I saw your comment, and yes, I agree. It has its up and downs. Ups and down. I'm hoping your counseling is not for anything negative. I'm hoping everything goes well. I'm really bad at like encouraging and motivation. I just say get her done, you know what I'm saying? Get her done. But truly, I do hope it goes well for you. Me, I got stuff I got to get done. So excuse the ignorance here for trying to get my stuff done. Appreciate you. You're good. If you ever need anything, Holly, you know where to find me. Can't let you get any money, but I can give you some moral support. Just like Julia. Thank you so much, Careless Love. Thank you. It's no common cold. It's just, I've always been like that. I can't breathe. You can ask Holly when she gets on TikTok with me. I'm going to start wearing my nose. I wear nose strips when I'm at my house, but I need to start wearing them every day because I can't breathe, boy. I was going to make a joke about I can't breathe, but I'm not going to say nothing. You know, some of you out here are going to get me reported and what you making, dog? I'm making boots. So I'm making some custom boots. Well, we got to get the tops done. Here's the fronts. Oh, shoot. Here's the front panels. I got to put them together and we got to stitch them all. So I'll let y'all watch a little bit of the process here. Let me do this, get my rubber cement here. It's not even allergies. Like I'm fine, but it's like when I breathe in, I can't breathe. I've always been like that. Yeah, well, like I was telling somebody earlier, I've been whacked in the nose so many times by horses when I was growing up, you know, from riding and getting hurt and training and whatnot, that I can't, that's what I think happened. Canada, take it, come on. If you're ever down this way, you're more than welcome to come visit. There's boot shops up in Canada. I know a couple guys in Canada that do shoe repair. Depending on what part of Canada you're at. Oh, wish I could come to your shop. Oh, come on, Daniel. Happy Monday. Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. Today Monday? Dude, it's so sad. I've been working all week, all weekend, trying to catch up on all this stuff that I don't even know what day of the week it is, honestly. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All right, so we let this dry. While we let that dry, let me get my little things. Actually, what is this? Whose feet are this? Take allergy. Hey, do me a favor. Would you guys share this live and see if we can get some more people on here? Will you guys do me a solid and share this live and see if we can get some more people on here? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Sue. Exact glue. This is actually rubber cement. Rubber cement. It's glue, but it's not. It's more like a tack. So when I put this on, it'll just tack it together. I'm fixing to smear this on here. Mike Ramos. My base price for custom boots is $2,100. That's the lowest. And then it just goes up from there depending on what kind of skins you want, stitching, design. And then right now you're looking about an 8-month wait time, roughly. Rough estimate. Mike Ramos, that's, yep, cowhide, bull shoulder, cowhide, pig suede, rough out, all that good stuff. Anything above that, like not bison, buffalo, anything like that just starts going up. All right, Holly, have fun. Enjoy your couples therapy. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I didn't do one this morning, but maybe we can get on tomorrow. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming on. All right, I got to do these two real quick, and then we got to stitch these real quick before. This little piece here is what they call a heel slip. So when you put the boot on and off, this is what your heels has to slip into. Got 18 wonderful people on here, so you haven't already, give us a like. If you want to support the channel, down in the comments, I dropped my Cash App and Venmo since YouTube decided to demonetize us. Looks like we got 23 people. I'm stitching in the heel slips before we stitch the back panels, back liners to these panels. Hopefully my machine doesn't sound like a spaceship out there. It probably does, but see. That's one row. I don't know if you can see it. We stitched it in red. We're gonna stitch a couple more. Usually I do roughly about 3 rows. All right, Careless Love, you have a blessed day. Cheer up. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it can be. Can be a slow process. I don't know if it's focusing any good, but sometimes slow is not a bad thing if you want them to look good. So I'd rather go slow and they look good than go fast and they look ugly. And it's really not a bad speed. Raya, you hadn't missed much. I'm just stitching this stuff up. Black Rain. What do you want to learn, Black Rain? Car seats. I don't do car seats. You gotta go to an upholstery shop for that. I'm similar. They use different material. Um, it's a different kind of leather. It's the methods, the glues, the machines, they'll vary slightly. Because upholstery leather is different than leather. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, now that they're done, now we gotta go back up here to the workbench and glue the backs of these to the backs, the respective back panel. It depends, Joshua Ricks. It depends on what kind of glue it is. Usually, the glues that I have are what they call quick dry. So usually by the time I get done working on something, and this is like, I'm gonna put glue on these panels, and then by the time I'm done with this and I got done stitching them, I'm gonna go ahead and glue the other ones, and then go stitch them and do what I gotta do to those, and then when I'm done with those, these are ready. So it's kind of like one of those things you kind of just go back and forth, and you have to kind of plan it accordingly so that you can have a little system going here, or because then you're gonna be out here waiting on glue to dry, and there's enough stuff to do around here. You don't have to. There's no need for you to wait. Go do something else. But I don't know. I'd say maybe 10, 15 minutes. Because you want it tacky so that it sticks. This is not really permanent glue. This is more like it's rubber cement, which is not really like permanent. It's more like let me hold it while you stitch it kind of glue. Versus the actual contact cement that I use for like the boots to do the soles. That's contact cement. I mean, you stick that thing together, buddy, it ain't coming apart. It'll rip stuff off before it comes apart. Benny Cordale, do you support Israel? I don't know what that is. Don't even know what you're trying to ask. It doesn't even matter on this live whether or not I support that. I support my family right here, right now. Coutrail. I speak a little bit of French. Je parle petit français. J'étudie français à l'école. Sí, bien brochado. Que andamos en joda. Tengo que acabar estas botas para el viernes, vatos. No. Y todavía me falta modificar las hormas y todo el pedo. Really? Man, I don't know what's going on. I don't watch the news anymore. It's just whatever, I'm at my house. We got stuff we got to do at my house. I mean, if it gets bad enough, I got people up high that will let me know what's going on. Is that what that is, Winter Joe? It is crazy, man. Ugh. Crazy. It's not this bad in the TikTok, but TikTok will ban you for anything. Homemade, that's right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on up in there with all this junk. Yeah, I gotta finish these boots by Friday, man. So I feel like I'm kind of chasing this customer's got a wedding to go to, and I told him I'd do my best. I'm gonna call him tomorrow and give him a little bit of an update as to where we're at. So if he decides to go buy something else, news. Yeah, and I didn't. Once I didn't believe when people told me this, but once you go custom, man, it's hard to go back. I'd love to get me a custom hat, man. I got a buddy of mine that works for Shorty's, and up in Oklahoma. Where are you located, Winter Joe? Because you make hats too, don't you? You custom fit them too? Shoot, buddy, I might have to come see you. What's your price again for custom hats? I've been trying to get me a nice hat, man. Yeah, Shorty. I got a couple friends that work for Shorties. One of them actually, he makes boots, and he told me, he's like, man, I'm gonna send you some boots to put new soles on them for me. And I said, send them. I said, I'll trade you some. Trade me a hat. I'll resole them for you. But what's your price on hats, Winter Jolt? I'm gonna have to see if I can afford it. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is coming up. I gotta put these panels together. Yeah, if you will, Winter Joe, let me know what your price is. The Ham Sammy Man, yes sir. I hope you're a man. Yeah, we're making some boots. They have to be finished by Friday, so I think we're doing pretty good for being for Friday time frame. But what's going to slow me down is I've got a student here that's learning how to make boots with me. There we go. That's what I'm talking. Well, you know, there's some of these people, man. They'll get on here and you don't know what their name is. All right. So I need to get his folder. Stitch. Oh, appreciate it, the Ham Sammy Man. Thank you so much. Winter Jolt. I may have to hit you up for a beaver hat, man. $400 ain't too bad. I sent a deposit to some guy up north for a custom hat before I even knew you existed, and he was charging me like $700. And I sent him a deposit, and I didn't hear from him for months. Nothing against this guy. I mean, I'm not gonna, because I know how it is. Sometimes we get busy and whatnot. So I mean, I'm not bashing him, but come to find out, he doesn't make hats full time, and so he was working a lot of his job and just wasn't able to get to it. So he gave me my money back. So no hard feelings on there. But yeah, I definitely get what you. How do you do that? Do I have to come to you or what? Because I may have to. I may seriously consider getting a decent hat from you. Like I said, really nothing against that guy. It's just because that's, I wanted to support him and whatnot, but he was just too busy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I live in Georgia. A Zoom call. Yeah, let me get with you. What's your lead time on hats, Winter Jolt? Because I don't think Huntsville, Alabama is that far from me. Maybe a few hours. Glock, is that going towards Savannah? The ham Sammy man, is that Savannah? Card holder. No, this is custom boots. This is the front panel. So now that this is ready, I'm gonna let the other panels dry, and we're gonna be stitching these up. All right, let's go. Oh, that's not bad at all. I mean, I was willing to wait months. Like this, I think with this other guy, I think I waited 6 months before, I reached back out and we decided to go with the refund, but he was just going through some personal stuff. That's not bad at all. You need to send me your information, buddy, so that if I ever have anybody that needs boots, hats, because I get people asking me every now and again about hats, and you need to hit me up and send me your info. I'll send some people your way. All right. Let me stitch these boots up. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, I can zoom. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I guess it pays having the iPhone 17, huh? I debated on whether or not to get this expensive daggum thing. That works, buddy. That works. But yeah, reach out to me. I'll tell you what, let me give you my phone number and text me your information. My number is 478-328-8162. If somebody can drop it in the comments, that'll be great. It's 478-328-8162. That's the store cell phone number. So that's gonna be the best way to get in touch with me at the store, to text me. But text me your information, buddy, and I'll if I get anybody asking about hats, I'll be sure to send them your way. I don't know if somebody caught that and they can put it on comments. Yeah, just text me, if you will, at that number, 478-328-8162. That's the shop, that's the store phone number. And if we become good friends, I'll give you my personal number. I'm stitching the puff on these boots real quick. I wonder if I can make another stitch. Tony Gilbert. Yes, sir. I guess I'll be considered a cobbler. I'm a bootmaker by trade, but I started out as a cobbler, and I still consider myself a cobbler. We still do a lot of repairs. Um, this is a tedious part of making boots. Just making sure. Tony Gilbert, where are you located? It takes roughly about 40 hours to make a pair of boots like this. It obviously depends on how intricate the design is, the patterns and all that, but I'd say between 30 and 40 hours to make a good pair of boots. You've got those guys in Texas who say they can make a pair of boots in 12 hours, but I've seen those boots. It's not any boots I'd want to wear if I am being honest. We take pride in our work, and it takes a while. DC and Mary, you've got a really good cobbler out there in Fairfax, Virginia. A friend of mine, his name is Steve. He does some good work. Yes, sir. That's the whole point, is to, make a product that lasts. Winter jolts. Okay, I'll look at it in a minute. So now we just got done, I don't know, stitching the bug. Now, once we get all this turned down, I hit it with a hammer. It'll bring the letters out a little bit. I know that's kind of zoomed in a lot. So, Tony Gilbert. Yeah, his name is Steve Dudaclin. He's down in Fairfax. He's a good guy. He does really good work. He charges for it, but he does some good work. If you ever go see him down there, tell him I sent you. Tell him Manny from Georgia, the bootmaker. As far as boots, yeah, we try to stick to cowboy boots. That's what we know. But I've had a couple customers request like lace-up boots, so they're willing to pay me to try. So I mean, I was like, all right. So I'm doing that for them. But we try to stick to what we know best. Which honestly, it's easier to make a lace-up boot than it is to make a cowboy boot. So we'll see how that goes. We should be coming up on them soon. So I look forward to that. Tony Gilbert. Where in Georgia do you have your family? Somerville, Augusta. That's awesome. Alright, that's what this looks like. I know it's backwards, but it's supposed to be a C and a D. And once I take him back there and hit it with a hammer, it'll bring those letters up. That's why back then they didn't have any designs on the tops. The tops were just plain. Which they've had machines, they were treadle, they weren't electric. I mean, they've had machines like this, Stitcher's machines. They had stitching machines that would stitch the boots. They just weren't electric. But I mean, they've had them forever, for a long time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My boot's getting stuck up here. Hang on. That's the first row. Here on the piping, so we can put the piping together. Yeah, I've got a Singer over there that is from, I looked up the serial number on it. It was built in 1889. It still runs pretty smooth. The downside to a lot of these older machines, though, is that it's really hard to find parts for them. Man, guess we only got 7 people watching, huh? I probably need to get off of here anyway. Maybe this is my cue to leave. better if I put it this way so y'all can see the action. I don't know where I need to put this camera at. I don't even know if y'all can see anything. Actually, let me do it this way. That's way too close. Well, the whole point was that we would do it here. That way y'all can see what I'm seeing. Trying to figure out how to get this from being on the camera. Alright, I gotta figure out another way to put this camera out here so y'all can see what's going on. I don't know, maybe y'all can zoom in, or I guess I'll zoom it back in. I was trying to get it so y'all could kind of see what I was doing. Maybe. I don't know if it's cooler that way or if I just zoom it back out like that. I'm probably gonna get off of here soon. Whoops. Hang on, guys. Sorry. I think it's almost time for me to go home. All right. We gotta do this. Making some decent progress, I guess. I feel like we're doing pretty decent. These panels are done. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm back. I'm back. All right, I guess maybe it's time to turn this off, huh? It seems like we're losing some folk. They're probably trying to go to sleep. Oh, shoot. All right, guys, I guess I'm gonna get off of here. TNT Aquatics, what's going on? I don't know if you're still on here. I was out here trying to get some stuff done. I guess I'm gonna get off of here. We've been on here for 105 minutes. That's quite a long time. It's time for me to go home. I'm gonna stitch these two tops real quick, and then I'm heading out of here. But I probably need to get out of here. Get off of here anyway. Hey, they're ready to be shipped. Just have her email me the shipping label so I can print it out on a 4x6. Hey. Hey, I gotta make this quick phone call. Mikey DeFilippo. You need to go outside, Bubba? Goodness, those gotta go poop. Hey, this is Manny. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I got an email about you guys sending something out. I'll grab it. But it looks like it's going to Oregon. I'm in Georgia. And I don't know if it was because it's happened before, so I don't know if it's a scam or something or. Yes. Because I know I called in yesterday about some red side welt, and I didn't know if that's what it was. I happened to find some for me. Let me see. Do you see the order there? I might be. Hang on. I might be able to give you the. Because I didn't get a notification from you guys. It was more like an email telling me something was being shipped. It doesn't tell me anything other than it's going to the address is 4102 Clay Place, Southeast, Albany, Oregon.
Right. You haven't placed an order with us? As of recently, at least?
No, because I call it. Well, it's been about a week or so, but I called yesterday actually about the side welt, and you didn't have any, so I got this email today, and I was like, well, shoot, it might be what I needed.
Because on my end, we've got two Manny Gutierrez, and it
Hang on, my wife's calling. I got to answer this one. Sorry about that, fellas. Let's see what we missed up here. I was on the phone. Is that Christensen? What's going on? Yeah, sorry about the sound. Martin. Yeah, when the wife calls, you got to pick it up, man. Do you do boots or? Oh, no, these are cowboy boots. I've got a student that's actually here also. These boots are. I'm trying to get these done this week, so I've got the last and everything. So, as far as shoes go, I've got a couple customers that are paying me to try. The thing about shoes is like you use different last. It's easier to make shoes from what I've heard. I've got friends that make shoes, and it's easier to make shoes because of what it requires. An extra on how different types of footwear. Unless you're talking about like Chelsea boots, you know, because you've got your shoes, and then the ones that are a little bit tall are like Chelsea, and then you've got your regular traditional Western boot. Unless you change your name. Hey, Martin. Yeah, he's getting big. He is so ready to go home. You ready to go home, Jack? You ready to go home, Bubba? Yeah, he's fed up. He's ready to go home. You ready to go home, Bubba? I forgot to bring his dog food today, so he's a little upset. He's trying to eat my hand and everything. He's like trying to get me all marinated. We're getting ready to go, Bubba. Yeah, I'm fixing to get out of here soon. Let me see what's going on here. But yeah, we've been on this live for 16, over 2 hours. So I need to get off of here. YouTube demonetized me because they couldn't verify my address. I mean, I've been in the same building I've been in this building for a year now. But I've been in the same city, same town for almost 3 years now. So, Sergi. But yeah, they actually turned out pretty nice. I wanted to do the side welts, but I don't have any leather to do the side welts. And if I did the side welts, it was going to be like, it was going to take a long time. So they're just going to have to be black. Typically, I want to do red, and that's his initials. I know it's backwards on here. I couldn't change it around. But CD, I'm going to do some top stitching around there. And then these should be good to go tomorrow to get put together. Possibly side seamed. Just got to see how far I can get with them. And just kind of just go from there. But yeah, it's a pretty pair. So, all right, well, I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate everybody who got on here. I really hate that we got demonetized for now, but I don't do this for the money. I don't get paid enough to do this for the money. If I was making a livable wage on YouTube, I'd be very upset. But it's not. It's like pennies, dollars. But I'm gonna get off here. It's almost 7, so I need to go get the kids. So let me get out of here, and I'll be back here. Probably I need to get up here early tomorrow, maybe like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Because I got to work on these boots. I got some other stuff I got to do, and it is just. Oh, that time of the year. I appreciate all my customers for sure, but it can get a little hectic. You ready to go home, Bubba? Let's go home. Let's go home. I'm gonna take Jack home. He's ready to go home. He's been whining. I want to go home. So, anyway, fixing to get my vest on because it's cold outside, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Martin, let me know when you're ready for your boots. I know you told me you were going to try to do something soon, so I know you're ready. We'll go home in a minute. I know it. Let me get this dog home. He's ready to go. We'll see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.